Morning everyone, it's Brian here at YT CSC, YouTube's Celtic Supporters Club. I hope you're all well. From multiple reports, it's looking like Wilf Tone is set to become Celtic's new manager. So just wanted to have a wee look at kind of what that means. Who is he? How will he play? Who's, the type of players that's going to thrive, etc. And who's going to be looking at bringing in January. So as the thumbnail says, guys, the Wilf Tone era starts now. Let's get into it. So, who is Wilfried Nonce? He is a 48-year-old French coach, and from looking at the coverage of the potential appointment and all the articles and videos that have been out there, he's one of the most respected coaches in MLS. He took Columbus Crew to an MLS Cup title 2023, won a Leagues Cup in 2024, and also won MLS Coach of the Year. But what makes him interesting is not just the accolades and the trophies, it's how he plays, how he wins, how he builds a team that moves together, presses together, thinks together. No kind of horseshoe football, no passengers. You get into his system and you do well. If you don't, you're out type thing. But we know Celtic's a completely different kettle of fish. Standards are higher. The noise on the pitch, off the pitch, media, everything is constant. They don't call it a goldfish bowl for nothing, and the pressure just never switches off. If he gets it right, as we saw with Ange, it's a game changer. Absolute amazing appointment, amazing club to work for. But as we've saw, when it goes wrong, they're not shy in letting you know about that, and it can kind of unravel quite quickly. Hopefully not, but we're old enough and ugly enough to know that these things happen. So yeah, how does he line up? What's his style of play? His kind of footballing DNA. From looking at articles and videos and some footage, it likes the kind of goes into a 3-2-5 in possession. Wing backs push high, midfielders rotate into pockets and triangles, and the kid plays with one striker up there. And I think, as you saw from when Ange played, when we played under Ange, it was to kind of overload the midfield, the wing backs, sort of full backs inverted to kind of create 2v1s, 3v2s, so that we can dominate, and then quick passes of play to kind of get the wingers and the strikers involved. So yeah, so that's the aim, that's the hope. In defence, he likes his defenders to play, not just lump it up the pitch. So if you're a ball-playing defender and also a ball-playing goalkeeper, then obviously you'll adapt quite quickly. Hopefully it's not just a kind of rerun of kind of Brendan Rodgers type thing, kind of looking for something more modern, more dynamic. Hopefully we see that getting established quite quickly, because from what I've read in articles about his style of play, is it's identifiable. He does not a Nancy team. So it's looking like the 1st of December, Monday, he's looking at, barring any last minute disasters. I think his coach Apenda, I think he's going to bring him in there as well. So hopefully his first few weeks he gets established, kind of meets the squad and the staff, and obviously gets buy-in from the players. Last thing you want is moans and groans from people upsetting the ethos, and hopefully he doesn't hang about and just kind of identifies who he wants to work with, embed them in. And unfortunately, if you're not going to make the cut, then you need to look for a new club, or you need to move on. I'd be interested to see what his training sessions are like, how he kind of puts that system into play. Hopefully we see some small changes, things starting to improve as his style of play comes in. And then it would be interesting to see his first starting 11, who he brings in. That would be, a kind of phased in side of things. Moving on to January, this is massive. This is where we need reinvigorated, and from watching other videos on other channels and people talking about how he plays, is because he's got a specific style of play and these specific player profiles, which you want to make sure that he gets him to start with. You want him to start off, be given the best possible support from the board. fingers crossed. Who's he going to look at in January? Looking at other articles, etc. He likes ball playing centre backs, wing backs that can get up and down the pitch, midfielders that can rotate into different positions, fill in gaps, fill in spaces, wingers who attack the space and kind of combine with the central striker, players that tend to struggle, according to opinion on there, is your kind of usual hug the touchline wingers, centre backs that just kind of lump it up the park, and anybody that doesn't want to work. It's a high press, high energy team, which is what we love. Myself and Mark love to see Celtic fast starts, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. We used to kill games stone dead in the first half. Now we're kind of struggling. It takes us 25, 30 minutes to kind of get a goal or get a foothold in the game. So hopefully we start go back to that in an energetic, fast-paced, high-press team that we were under Ange and occasionally under Brendan in his second spell. So who are we going to look at in January? No doubt there will be numerous links and targets, etc., coming in. But in terms of how Nancy teams like to play, they fit these specific profiles: a ball progressing centre back, somebody that's confident carrying the ball, happy defending the wide channels because they get pushed right out, right wide, and also be comfortable as part of a free. So I think we might see the end of the 4-3-3 under Nancy. Also, box-to-box midfielder. We are inundated with midfielders: Bernardo, McCowan, Engels, Hatate. There are that many. So does he utilise what he's got? Does he bring in another midfielder that he wants to kind of break the lines and carry the ball forward? Somebody with a high engine, high IQ. Would you say that's Bernardo? Would you say that's Engels? Or do we need to somebody from looking at Nancy and hearing how his teams like to play? That midfielder is vital. We've got McGregor, unbelievable. But he is getting old. Do we blood a youngster? Do we get somebody in new? Let us know in the comments, guys, what you think, how it's going to work out. In terms of your wingers and kind of old school inside forwards, he tends to not go for just up and down wingers that just dribble. People that can connect the midfield to the front, kind of get in there wee spaces. Leila Bada, Nicholas Kuhn, those types of players that we are familiar with. Hopefully that's who he brings in. Let us know in the comments what you think. Have you heard any rumours, etc.? His forward frees front 4-4-3 tend to press aggressively off the ball. That's imperative in his system, according to opinion out there, and that's where the goals come from. Midfield to front, attacking the space, creating space, running off of defenders. So hopefully there are better options out there, smarter, cheaper options for us. We also maybe look at the fullbacks, the wing-backs, Sarachi, Tierney. Do they fit into that mould of kind of maintaining the width and aggressiveness? I would say Tierney definitely. Sarachi has that aggression. I like Sarachi. I think he's a great player, and he does tend to move in. So hopefully we wouldn't have to go out and buy any fullbacks. The ball-playing goalkeeper might be an issue. That's his system's built on that. Ball-playing goalkeeper pushing up as a sweeper, and from opinion out there, his system collapses if the keeper can't pass. So is that Casper, or will Sinasalo get his shot? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. So in terms of the midfield side of things, he likes a creative attacking midfielder, someone who can link between the striker and the wing backs, create those triangles that his teams have been known for. So is that Engels, McCowan, Bernardo? Who's going to step up to the plate? Let us know in the comments, guys. So from December, we're in the Wilf Tone era. How's that going to look? The best case is he hits the ground running. The football is fluid. The fans are buzzing, and we can see something getting built. Let's be honest, there will be some bumps in the road early doors. The Scottish media absolutely love to give it to Celtic and their new managers early, but put pressure on there. So as long as he blocks out the noise and he gets well, and as long as the board back him and give him the money that he needs to get, because if he doesn't, if he doesn't get the players, then he's doomed to failure to start with. So yeah, thanks guys. Just a little look into Nonsi, how he's gonna perform, how he's gonna look. From the opinions that we've looked at, he's a manager with a clear footballing identity. He's obviously ambitious, and I hope he does well, and I hope the club back him. From what I've read and saw, his football, if he gets it right, is tailored for Celtic and other fans. Fast, high press style of play, just looking good, just how we want our teams to perform. And let's be honest, if he gets it well, the issues that we've been having with the board and previous styles of playing on it will kind of evaporate. We still need to keep pressure on the board because they do not have the best interest of Celtic fans. But yeah, anyway, so that was a Nonsi dossier, troops. Hopefully we back him and he does really well. He's got my support. As soon as he becomes a Celtic manager, I'll support him for as long as possible. So yeah, so let us know what you think, guys. As always, if you could help us out, like, share, subscribe, get the comments in, get the conversation going on the Wilf Tone era. So yeah, so hail, hail. See you on the next one.